Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 1991 Action Master Elite figure Turbomaster. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. I'm going to show you all the accessories that come with him to help you know if yours is complete. I'm going to do my very best to show you his Action Master Elite gimmick, but these are very temperamental. I'm lucky enough to have a backing card so we can have a look at that as well, but we can also see how he looks and displays with the other Action Master Elite figures. We can see how big and I suppose size-wise he compares to some of the newer figures, including Earthspark and indeed some core class figures. So as you can see, quite a bit to get through with this video today. So as I'm going to pop all these back, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. So what we've got here is, to be fair, these are quite hard to find because they were only released in European and Australasian countries, and they were released, as I say, in 1991, which was pretty much the very end of Generation 1. In fact, obviously in America, Hasbro stopped making Transformers then, so that's why these weren't ever really seen there. Right, now this guy, I'm going to show you the transformation process as well, even though transformation with these is very basic. It's pretty much him lying down on his back. Right, what I want to show you though is that for an Action Master, and again for his time, he's quite articulate, so you can spin the arms all the way around. The wrists, as you can see, do spin as well, but that is supposed to be part, oh, it did actually work there, of the gimmick. I wonder if this winds it up and then, not too sure, or maybe it is. There we go, I'll have a look at that in a second. This Action Master is one of the hardest, I believe, to find complete, and that is because he comes with the most parts. So you've got these two little bits on the side that fit on his legs, like so, which end up being fins when he's in his other mode. We've also got these two parts, which again end up being wings, and indeed blades, I'm going to show you in a second. And indeed, obviously, we've got the rotor blades. So, although this obviously isn't sealed, this is how he would have come packaged on the card. You can see there. Now, this does actually have both part of the bubble, so again, I'm really lucky with that. I'm going to carefully take that out for now, move the bubble, and show you the detail on the card first and foremost. So you can see this guy is very much looking like Bruticus. It's quite interesting that the Action Master Elites, all of them apart from Windmill, although I can't think of anybody that Windmill looks like, all looked pretty much like another G1 sort of character. So I'm going to show you all this in a second. You can see all the accessories. There's the two wings, the two rotors, and the two side parts. I'm going to, as I say, show you that pretty much now. But what I'm referring to about them looking like someone is, obviously, we've got Double Punch, who looks like Scorponok or Black Zarek. We've got Omega Supreme, whose name is even pretty much, let's be honest, Omega Supreme. But then we had Windmill, and I'm not too sure who he looks like, or even if he's supposed to look like anybody else. But this is all four of them standing together. These two on this side are the Autobots, and you can tell straight away by the colours that the two on the left are the Decepticons. We'll have a quick look at them again in a second. I'm just going to move them out of the way for now. So let's have a look at him in robot mode with all the bits attached to him. So as I say, these can all, yeah, they can literally, he can hold on to every single thing at once. So again, it would be good to not perhaps lose them, but it's difficult because they do pop off quite easily. So we've got the rotor blades there, and then you've got a choice, to be honest. It's not documented on the back of there, but you can see we've got loads of these holes on the back, so you could, if you wanted to, store these on the back. However, this would be really hard to display him because unless you've got loads of space behind him, that's a huge amount of back kibble. Now you've got two choices with these, and this is brilliant. You can either have these as like sort of double sabers, as in one in each hand, like so, and as I say, the gimmick is supposed to spin it around. I think you can see them moving, so the fists do move as you spin it round. That's clicked, but you're supposed to press one of these on the back, oh, and it would spin them round. But it's more impressive if you get these two like so. Oh, I just see what I mean about them popping off. As simple as that. Let's put this back on the side, the rotor. There we go. But what you can do, as I say, which makes it look more impressive, is you can put one underneath and one at the top. Now the reason why the holes are also on the front of the fists will become apparent in the alternate mode in a second. So there you go. That makes him look perhaps a lot more. And of course, as the arms spin now, let's see if this works. No, typical. It would rotate round and round and round. But the problem with pretty much all these Action Master Elites is, oh, nearly a little bit. They are excuse me, very, very temperamental. Right, there he is in robot mode. I might as well show you the transformation process, but it literally is. It's literally him lying down. So yeah, this is the one I'm going to display in the alternate mode. So for now, this is of course how he would come in. Well, that's exactly how he is in robot mode. So as I've said, we're going to lie him down. In fact, I didn't show you the articulation. I showed you the shoulders go round, the hips go out to the side and to the front. They go full all the way, even though this isn't even used for transformation. They go all the way around, out to the side, to the back. There's a knee bend as well, and there's a little bit of an ankle tilt, shall we say, mainly for transformation process. But and the head even spins around as well, so really articulate for a very basic figure. Anyway, the transformation process. Let's turn the arms up. You can see the fist spinning now quite a lot, which is good. Turn the head around, and then this lines up to make pretty much a cockpit, like so. And then we're going to bend the legs over themselves and the knees back, like this. Fold the feet down, like this. Take the fins, as I said, which are on the side of the legs. We've turned them up, and this is where it's really apparent that you do need the accessories, and especially if you had none, it just wouldn't be worthwhile displaying him in that mode at all, as you can see. So with the accessories, it actually looks really good, to be fair, and the color schemes of course are just completely garish. So let's get that resting there. Let's take the wings off this, and let's take the rotor blades off the sides here. So this guy is just going to stay in robot mode like that. The rotor blades, as I say, now are going on the front of what were his fists, so you've got holes at the bottom, top, and indeed like so. And then of course we've got the wings going into the side of the shoulders, which is where the rotor blades went. So there is a pretty impressive, to be honest, alternate mode. And I say impressive, of course, by today's standards, not at all. But look at what we've got to go with. You've got that with a few pieces, and he has literally just lying on his back with his knees bent. But it looks all right like this. That is his alternate mode. And as I said, if these worked okay, oh, it would of course rotate the blades as well. But alas, it doesn't look like it's going to do it. That's the biggest and worst problem with all of these Action Master Elite figures, unfortunately. So just a couple more things left to do with this video. I've mentioned he looks like Bruticus. Let's show you why I think he looks like Bruticus. So you've got the back part there and the head. There's the two pieces coming back there. And then if I bring him in, the head sculpt is very similar, and the two pieces at the back. I just can't fit him in the screen at all. He's too big, but you can see what I mean there by the similarities. If you're wondering how big he is compared to some of the normal figures, so there is a combiner limb, of course there's Brawl. From Bruticus, he's quite a bit bigger. With regards to some other normal Action Masters, there he is next to Jackpot and indeed Bumblebee. So again, much bigger. Right, let's move it back. With regards to some of today's figures though, I just brought in, where is it, Warrior Class Elita from Earthspark. She's much taller, but with regards to Core Class figures, today's Core Class figures, he's much bigger. So one of them sort of in his own sort of scale standard figures, considering of course they are supposed to be quite big. But I don't think there's much more to say about this guy. Hopefully I've given him enough of a showcase so you can see again who he is, what he looks like, and unfortunately what he is supposed to do. But in the meantime, let me know what you think of him. Is it a figure that you're after as well? If you are after them, I'd suggest checking eBay and change the setting parameters to Europe, because that's where I've had the most luck finding these, in all honesty. But there we go. This is the Action Master Elite Turbo Master. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.